All right, welcome or welcome back to the channel. I'm excited to get into this reading, this energy, because the majority of my collective, you've experienced a paradigm shift, likely with me. Like we've been going through it at the same time, because there is a significant shift in perspective, mind clarity, the new level, the ground that you are walking on has been growing and solidifying under your feet. So it's been raising itself in vibrational resonance, which means that it's only so low. When I say you get low or you're down on the ground, it's not the literal on the ground. Like it's not, it's like a area in between 4D, which is your reality, and 3D, which is the reality that the majority of the population, karmic energy, is living. So there is this room. It's called underground, but it cannot be found by the karmic energy, and it cannot be seen by those who are deliberate creators like you. So it is literally a space and time that pretty much is privacy. It's privacy. Like you, it's like you've earned your own area to heal, where you cannot be penetrated by outside forces. Now they can bump up against, and you can decide to go out of that safe bubble and deal with it, and or have fun with it, or stomp on his head, or whatever you want to do. But you always have this like safe house available to you. And in addition to that, it has something to do with being in a space where you can observe without being emotionally affected or connected to. So what is above the ground on 4D, that's your reality. Those are those things in your reality, like the things that you see currently, the things that you're dealing with currently, the things that have created this solid foundation under your feet. Those things aren't going anywhere. But you can go underground, you can go into your protective space, and you can move and groove and do with the karmic energy. You can clear out karmic debt. You can reap karmic harvests. For some of you, you actually are karma when you're in that energy. So there's a lot of things to do that you used to do that you are still, it's still available to you. You still have access to it. But depending on your choices, they will not affect the 4D reality. You're just going to learn that lesson while you're there, and likely you won't leave there until you learn that lesson or clear that karmic debt. But the good thing about all of this is because the karmics are allowed to run wild. It's the same thing, man. We don't, the Bible, okay, we be shitting on the Bible. It's Sunday, so you know I gotta talk about it. But we be shitting on the Bible. And maybe not everybody, but that's all I ate. That's all I lived and breathed growing up. So when I started to see the things that were put in there manipulatively, the way that the terminology and the translation of it had changed, the things that were contradicting, and so it was really more so left to our own opinion, or more, there's more free will in the Bible than we even see or believe. There's also spell work and things of that sort that are contained within those pages. And I question so much of it that a lot of times it doesn't have the same respect for me that it used to. It has the same respect as anybody else who uses their words to affect me, just like me, a tarot reader or another tarot reader. I used to live and die and breathe by the Bible, but now it's what resonates with the soul, the God, the spirit, the higher self within me. I'm not just taking people's words at face value. It has to resonate. It has to. It has to be a part of my own subconscious truth. Okay, so that's where we were creating realities that were already pretty much projected, and they knew would be accepted by the wide population. The Bible is one of the mass tools that they use to control and dominate, and actually it is a very protective energy. It does protect a lot of things that happen in karmic energies that this whole world, society as a whole, has deemed to be a grievance against the spirit, against the soul, or against the physical. So it does dominate and keep them in a certain bracket. But likely, those of you that I'm talking to, you're like the gatekeepers here. So those karmics, they fear you because you are a Bible, and you don't have to be raised by the Bible to be one. But you are the Bible. You represent a light of what is right and what is wrong, with such conviction that you live it and be it and breathe it. And those who are connected to you, while they are enamored with your light, they also must abide by those guidelines. It's the same thing as the Bible, where if you adhere by the guidelines and you don't do what it tells you not to do, or you do what it does tell you to do, until you have a free mind, the Bible can rule your life in such a way that you have to live it according to those pages, or you will not feel good about yourself. You will not be able to ascend into high vibrational reality because you will be kept bound by the things that you feel you have done that are wrong, or the ways in which you do not live up, like you're not enough. So as you go ahead and create your own Bible, or see your own life biblically, in a sense, just something to live by, your experiences, your knowledge, your wisdom. As you begin to do that, you are really becoming a creator of your own reality. And so that time period where the wild beasts are set free, that's karmic energy. So your wild beast was set free as well, but you had a choice this time, because you had this safe space that you could create from, that you could monitor from. You didn't have to get down there on the ground. It's kind of like a corporation. You didn't have to get in and go into these places and literally fire people or move people around or tell them what to do or uproot. You didn't have to do that. You could do it all from your office, from your mind. But there are certain things that you may have seen that cause you to want to come down and investigate, or to assist, to even elevate someone who had fallen on the ground, but you could see what it was that was getting to them. You were able to be of help or of service. So that is the time period. They call it the Hunger Games, okay? Because you're maintaining, you already have a home to go to. You already have a high vibrational space that you are able to create from. You are considered to be a master level in spirituality. The karmics that you were coming into contact with, that's what they want. That's what they want to get. But some of them are going to try to fight and defeat you, and to pretty much switch places with you. Others are going to try to confuse you or give you illusions to see through, to try to change your point of view of them so that possibly they can attach themselves to you in order to get into a high vibrational energy. And then there are those who are actually ready to learn and are willing to do the work to push through their own karmic debt, so that they can pretty much be in the same space, maybe right next door to you, okay, like that. So anyway, what I was just getting is that the karmic games are pretty much over. You driving? Nice. That the karmic games are pretty much over. They've done what they could do, or they tried to do what they could do, and now the remote control, the steering wheel, is back in your hands, okay? So a lot of this karmic debt has been worked through, worked out. You can take things at face value now because you've done enough of that work during that karmic energy. You actually went inward into your soul, into your spirit. You also, for a lot of you, you got down on that ground and you did that hard work. You worked on yourself. You worked with others. You chose compassion and empathy and understanding. Like you really went in. So the more work you do when you're in those karmic energies, and you will be guided to rest, to detach, but to also get to work. That's invaluable, because the more work you do under there, the less you have to worry about when the wild beasts are out. So each time that you go through these cycles where it seems like your life is not fully in your control and everything's kind of running wild and people aren't doing what they're supposed to, and you see a lot of shit behind those smiles, 10:10 on the clock, When those karmic games begin, you will have less and less to deal with. It will become more of your opportunity to detach from the rest of the outside world and work on your internal world, to build and create from a safe space while you're able to pretty much it's kind of like monitoring. You're just a monitor. They call them monitoring spirits, but I don't know what the name is for those who this is like your spiritual role. I really feel you're more so called gatekeepers. Anyway, doesn't matter. If this resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It is a very high vibrational reading. I already knew that because the scripture of the day was to focus on the things above and not the things below. And that is because as above, so below, but literally now, because you are whatever it is that you want to see. You are that. So you don't have to worry about those that you have karmic contracts with or people who are karmics that are in your life. You don't have to worry about what's going to happen that's out of your hands or how they're going to stab you in the back or these shocking attacks or did they really mean that. You don't have to go there because you know you, and as above, so it will be below, because you have earned that right to know what you know. And for as you are walking in your 4D energy, for your 3D energy to be moving according to you, it's moving to the beat of your step. You are the leader. Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing Beyonce. I am your leader. I mean, not Beyonce. Nicki Minaj. I am your leader. I am your leader. I can't think of what the name of that song is, but I'm hearing that. So it's not even like this is something that you tried to do on purpose. And that it's not something that you tried to do on purpose, but you just do the work. You do the work. But you are showing others how to get the kind of authority that you have over your life and how to deliberately and intentionally manifest the experience that they want to have in life. They're following you. I mean, who else are they going to follow? This is like leading edge here that we're talking about. The people who have been doing this since the beginning of time, they don't talk about it. That's why it's called the secret. That's why they're in control and we're not. That's why we didn't know, okay? Very small percent of the population had this information, but something changed where they allowed people to start leaking this information. They allowed there to become these cracks in the veil. All of this was orchestrated. There is a rising. There is a rising. So grand rising. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay. The old world is gone and is dead and gone. And you know where your throne is. You know where your home is. You also even know where you could ascend into even a higher level than where you dominantly live and create yourself. There is the 5D energy. But you have to understand that's ruled by gods and goddesses. So even on that timeline, you become what your karmics become to you. You do what they want you to do if you want to live that life and earn or enjoy those benefits and that harvest. You have to adhere to those entities. Okay. So that's up to you. But you got options. You got lots of options, lots of choices, lots of safety. And the biggest thing that I heard from Spirit is that you can trust your reality to be what you see, what you think. Okay? You don't have to go down these rabbit holes because you know what you know. It just is. It just is. All right. Yeah, so I'm getting less explaining yourself, more confidence in knowing that your actions are justified, and also less second guessing yourself, because who you are and what you do is what karmics can be or do for you or to you. Like, you are in control of it. Your life is as good or as bad as you want it to get or be. And when I say bad, a lot of us like a little toxicity, okay? We like a little toxicity. Why do you think that the movies that get the most ratings are usually, they've got something in there that is like, oh my God, it's dramatic, or, you know, whatever. It's exciting. It's an excitement. It's a break from the peace that you create in and that you dominantly live in. But when the karma games are going on, I bet you learn to really appreciate that piece, don't you? All right, nice. Hello. Mwah. My little bundle of joy. My karmic bundle of joy. That's really who I've been working with. Me, myself, and I, and my little, and my child. Learning myself through my child, fixing myself through the reflection in my child, and by default, helping him so that he already is where I am. He's Your children are the most advanced and evolved version of you as much as you can allow through, but they have the potential to be and do anything that you have become. Anything that you are now, your ranking, your mastery, your skill level, your ability to create, manipulate energy, things like that, your children also have those capabilities, but you would have to see it and believe it for you to experience it. But it is a humbling experience because children are the closest to God. They're the closest to the 5D energy, which is why a lot of times they tell us what to fucking do and we don't even know it. Think about babies. Literally, you're running on hand and feet for these little tiny creatures. They can't say anything, they can't do anything, they can't even wipe their butts, can't even feed themselves. But they tell you what to do. They rule. They're rulers, born rulers, kings and queens, really. But we teach them the ground level of things. We teach them how to be of service, servitude. Some of us teach them slavery. You got to be careful with that. The Bible does advocate for that. But that's not who they really are. So you can always give more attention to their truth, the fact that they are the light in you. You can give more attention to that than their bad habits or the things that they are interested or curious about. Because that's karmic energy that you can weed out, and you got to weed it out of yourself first. Okay, you mad because your child throwing tantrums? Yes, because you still are. So you can't be mad at the child. Now you can be mad at yourself, and you can fix yourself, and then you can look to your mate who made that child with you and expect or demand that they also help by doing the work too. That just means that you don't absorb as much of the karma that's coming from your child. You push that energy out where it's due. And that is your power. That's your ability. And that is one of the most beautiful things that I've seen during these Hunger Games, is how to help my child work through his karmic issues and how to become the person that he would want to be should he ever find himself deciding to be a wild beast in somebody's life or in his own, in that 4D energy. I mean 3D energy. But my son, pretty much, he stay in 4D just like me. And hell, when we go to 5D energy, extremely high vibrational, and we're stuck in bliss, we both be kids, so we like best friends. So yeah. Yeah, that way. All right, y'all. Only time me and my son brawl is when the karmic games go, because I swear, like in 4D, he accepts me as mommy and he is my son. And when we're in 5D, we're best friends. Okay, God is our big daddy. Okay, my mother is already spirit, so mommy, grandma is mommy up there, and we're both like we're like brother, sister, best friends up here. 4D, mommy, son dynamic. But when those karmic games start, oh my God, we be having a bang. I'm like, I am not about to argue with a 5-year-old. What are you talking about? No. He'd be like, look here, lady. I understand you don't fully know all of your capabilities and your abilities, but I do. So let me tell you about you. And we be going at it, okay? But I have more clarity and conscious awareness of 4D. So when we get back here, and we just had a conversation before I came to do this reading, is why I'm laughing and just elated by the clarity that I'm receiving. Thank you, Spirit. I'm humbled by it. But my son, I'm like, I just put my foot down, like, blah, 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 and that just let him know, like, oh, shit, okay, we home. things are back to normal now. She's not second guessing herself. I can't get away with this. She can see me and she believes herself. I can't confuse her or get her to think anything different. And so you have to know that all of your karmics are seeing you this way and knowing this now. They've had their chance to try to change your mind, to try to get you to see it a different way, to try to whatever they could do to assert some kind of power or authority over you or over their own life that they have given to you because of whatever they've chosen to do to you. A lot of these things are attacks. That's why it's called the Hunger Games. I'm literally like the movie. You might want to watch that. I'm serious. But it helps. It gives, it just helps you to understand, okay? Essentially, The Walking Dead, all those movies, those things help with that. Or TV shows, those things help with that. Zombies, blah, 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 outbreaks. All right, so let's see. All praise to the Most High. Hopefully our intuition aligns. And if it do, that is divine. What do we have? Yeah, the end to the conflict. Period. Look, first card out the deck is the end of the Hunger Games. So this is exciting because this is where the readings turn more to what's next. What's next? You already know what you're living and what you're dealing with. You feel clear and you feel in control of that. So you're able to now dive into what you're creating ahead of you. And for some of you, what you've already created that you're now getting ready to walk into or is get ready to bump right into you, okay? Coming toward you. This is like ships coming in. Karma. You win, okay? Ooh, come on, Spirit. The cards are lining up. I love this. The Three of Wands. So you are already where you're supposed to be. You are seeing the sun rising. It was such a beautiful sunset yesterday. I started to capture it with the camera, but it never does it justice. So I just chilled and watched it. Matter of fact, I started doing like these yoga poses, really just dance moves, but I was like holding them to just, I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to take all of it in. It was pink. It was pink. And I could see the full, like the whole sun. And you know the sun is usually way too bright. You can't just look at it and see that circle without hurting your eyes. But this was when it was setting. So it was like right down here. And it was pink. Oh, it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. I really felt selfish because I was enjoying it by myself. I just wanted everybody to see it. It was so beautiful. It was just all pink. And the sky was lit up with hues of pink and orange. All right. But that's the energy that I just was reminded of with the Three of Wands. So there is something beautiful ahead of you. That's what I'm getting. And there's something very beautiful that is coming toward you. And these are likely things that you're already aware of with the third eye energy. Yes, that's right, because you're in the driver's seat. Thank you for bringing your car. Yeah, because that's the truth. Your red car. Yes, excuse me, your red car. Fast moving sports car. Okay, that's an upgrade spiritually. So you may be in a faster seat, a faster range where your manifestations are going to happen a lot sooner than they used to, or the wait is over and something is speeding up. It says finding direction. Okay, so you're going to know where you're ready to put your focus, attention, your energy. You're going to know where you want to go. You're going to know who you want to reach out to. This feels like more decisive moments and decisive action. Yeah, confidence, expansion. Okay, so something getting bigger. You could be extending your reality, extending your world, letting more people in, finding new places, exploring. New connections, partnerships may even be on the horizon, new business ventures or job opportunities, new ways of making money could be on the horizon for a lot of you. Moving forward, okay, again, the next logical step. So for a lot of you, you were stopped dead in your tracks by the Hunger Games. You were waiting patiently and taking care of shit as you had to, but a lot of you were guided into that secret room that I told you about, that underground, that off the grid energy, And it was because you needed to rest, because what's next is going to happen fast paced, and you're going to need your energy to create. Okay, because it says new opportunities, taking a chance, advancement. Yeah, nice. Very nice. I'm going to keep that card here too. As we were talking about, the Hunger Games are over. So this is the end to conflicts, battles. You've already reached your compromises, solutions to conflicts, or this could be people who are now ready to compromise with you as they see there is nothing else they can do. Yeah, a lot of you had to stand your ground on some of the things that you were creating. There was a whole war that was waged against it. So that's what you went through, with spiritual warfare. And now that spiritual warfare is through. And guess what? The wand is back in your hand. You are now right where you were initially. For a lot of you, you were rooted like a fucking tree, standing on business. Come on, come on, bring your best. Whatever you got, bring it at me. But you're still here, you're still standing, and you're still exactly where you're supposed to fucking be. So a lot of these karmics have realized that this is to their detriment. It is not of any benefit for you. What they've done essentially is dig a deeper grave in that karmic energy than they already were due or had already racked up before they even met you. But now in meeting you, you could have been their way out. You could have been their leader, to lead them to the promised land, to freedom, things of this sort. You were earth angel in their life, all of those type of energies and vibes. And yeah, they shitted on it. So pretty much they're at your mercy, and they're just looking for whatever compromise they can get from you, because they know that you see their lies and that you see through these spiritual battles and petty issues and grievances and energy dumping and gatekeeping and fear mongering and triggering and all of this bullshit that they do. I feel like some of you are not on fire anymore, but you were breathing fire. This is what your energy felt like. A lot of people don't even touch you when you come down in karmic energy because you are too hot. You're emanating fire. Do you remember Katniss Everdeen and the guy that was with her? Like, yeah, you're on fire when you're down there. That's you. It's like a sight to be seen. Oh my God, how are they? What the? Everybody kind of stops. They're like, how are you making, what? So many questions. So many questions. So many questions. So I don't know if through the Hunger Games, a lot of individuals may have been able to fulfill their, like, curiosity about you. Okay. If they did, a lot of them had to make a sacrifice in order to even get into your energy and into your vibe, to see that light that they were looking for, their questions, to get those questions answered. But a lot of times it's worth it, because you could have fear surrounding a certain situation or person. And if you are willing to walk through that fire, then you are refined on your own timeline, which means that now you know. You just know what you know, and it's okay. It's enough for you to be ready for what's next, to be in the right place to receive what's next, or to take the next step. Okay, maybe you're going to take the same step that you were going to take initially. Like I said, a lot of you had warfare that was trying to break you down and change your mind and turn you around, but you're still standing, and you're still right there, and you're still waiting, or you're still ready, or whatever. Yeah, so you weathered the storm. The bulk of the conflicts are over. Solutions to conflicts are coming in. You may have reconciliations moving forward. We're going to tap on that. So that's people that are coming back into your life. You're going to feel a new sense of desire for certain people, a new sense of resonance with certain people. And that is because likely your karmic energies were keeping you separated and detached. So you worked through that. And now you guys will be coming back into sync. We have moving on, so you will be leaving some people in the dust. Put those niggas in the dirt. That's what I was getting, is that a lot of them were not doing the work to get back to 4D. A lot of them were doing work on you, spiritual work on you. These are things that went under the radar. But again, Everything is changing. Now they're allowing for people to express. People are singing. It only takes one whistleblower for another one to feel free and safe to do it too. So these things are working for us because there's really nothing you can't see or confirm. You don't have to have anybody in your reality to give you an outside validation. And for a lot of you, you don't even need the outside validation, but it does help when you're dealing with reality. Okay, when you're dealing with the physical, you will look for physical validation of whatever it is that you're feeling and thinking or believing. But now you can get it anywhere. It's all around the world. It's not only in your neighborhood. It's not only in your family. It's not only in your friend group. None of your family has to be on the same page as you. None of your friend group has to be on the same page with you. No one in the house has to be on the same page with you. No one in your neighborhood, in your city, in your state. But earth-wide, there is always someone who knows exactly what the fuck you're going through and how you feel and why in your life. And now you have access to that. The World Wide Web is essentially saving a lot of lives. That's the truth. And is being used for good for the multitudes when it comes to spiritual awakening and ascension. So don't forget to give thanks for your gifts. Give thanks for your videos by giving a like to those, what are we called? Creators, content creators. Especially if it is helpful to you. That's something I always have to remind myself because I get so wrapped up in the videos sometimes. I just be like, oh, that was good. Okay, now I need to see about this or I want to know about this. And I forget to like it. But that's a free way to just say, hey, I see you and I'm thankful. All right. So let's see. Ooh, this is good too. Past resentment. You may find that you can find the clarity of why you would hold resentment towards somebody, but as far as the emotional resonance, that word just keeps coming out. I hate saying the same word a lot because it's so repetitive, but for some reason Spirit keeps guiding me to that word, resonance. You don't even resonate with the lower vibrational emotions that resentment would even cause you to bring up. Like you couldn't find it if you tried. I have not smoked yet, and for some reason I am just so high. I have not waked and baked, but I am so high. Feel like I'm taking off, I'm so high. All right, so yeah, petty battles and resentments, you know what? A lot of you are getting ready to have like that airhead experience or that surfer dude experience where you're just smiling and you don't even know why. And it's people that can't stand you and people that you can't stand, but y'all smile, you just smiling. And you know their face is all turned up because they're living their karmic experience or whatever, and you're still living your 4D. But you guys are connecting in reality, and there's just no resonance in whatever they're living. Like what? What's your problem? Why aren't you good? It's so funny to me because I swear when you're happy, people like that, they can't stand it and they always want to attack or try to. But this is the time period where yet again, you can take them at face value. You know what they're living, what they're dealing with, and you have pretty much every awareness of how they might possibly move against you. So it's just funny to watch them strike at the air and fall flat on their face. Yet again, back into these digs, these graves that they have dug for themselves. So that past resentment, you may have some people who have that towards you. You may see their looks or whatever it is that they're going through. But I guarantee that probably after the first initial contact where the lights are on and it's like, yeah, you're seen, I see you, they're going to try to clean it up. So it likely won't disrupt anything or even go on for a long period of time. But it could be something that will be triggering for them and funny or amusing for you. Okay, let's keep going. Judgment in reverse. You'll feel less of a desire to be hyper judgmental or hypercritical because it's not necessary. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. I said that. You can believe that your blessings, when your blessings are coming in, they're coming in. I just saw a huge flock of birds that just flew together. They're still going. That's a really big flock of birds. It's over now, but that was a lot of them. So you could have like a big shift, and I don't know what this is. If you're getting ready to join a certain group, or if you have a lot of people coming towards you, or this is just a lot of social engagement or interaction. Um, Maybe you're starting a platform. Some of you, your platforms could be going viral. There's something here with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like a sudden shift, but it's in the direction that you're meant to go. You've done the work. This is like your gold. You're getting the gold cup. You're reaping the harvest, and it's coming in at once. For some of you, you have like, this could even be a lump sum of money, but something is coming all at one time. Okay, it could be different things that are lining up in your life, blessings that are coming into your life, but they're all coming together. So for some of you, it was things that were delayed that you were waiting for, as well as the things that you are now in line for, and they're all just kind of coming at the same time, happening at the same time. Cyclic nature of life, lucky, destiny, good fortune, turning points, decisive moments, all of these things. Because you don't just have what you're reaping from all of the work and the seeds that you sown, and the karmic energy that's coming up to you, that's rising and coming in. But also you have these blessings that are coming down from 5D, depending on, like I said, the God and goddess energy, your passed on loved ones, your ancestors, the God that you've been serving, your higher self. These are blessings that are being bestowed upon you because you are moving in the energy you're supposed to be in. So you're reaching, I don't know what they call that, this rally point where your blessings are coming in, and you could have blessings coming from below and above at the same time. So that's going to feel really good. A lot of times it's the warfare from the karmic energy and the blessings from the 5D energy that keep us steady in our 4D. But this feels like harvest blessings and blessings coming down on you. Like you're just going to be kept in step by, ooh, that's giving like 10 of Cups energy. That's heaven on earth. Because everything is a blessing. Even the karmic energy that you're moving through is blessing you. You have good karma. You have good karma and dharma. Okay, nice. Scorpio, Leo, Taurus. Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius is very significant here. Even in Aries and Virgo, just got the Hermit. I think we got to change the batteries. But the tantrum is not going to work over this, because I'll just put it up till you're ready. What you haven't done, which I told you makes every day go better, is brush your teeth. I like to do it first thing in the morning. Turn on the remote control. You didn't push the button on the remote control. Push the button on. Okay, that's okay. Because what you're not going to do is stop this energy that I'm in. Because you still want to play around and act like that. You brush your teeth and you'll be right here with me. But you know what it is in 4D. I'm mama and your child. And that's it. Period. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me get... What is it? Oh, we're good. But it is what I say, and I know that it ain't nothing else going on except for you throwing a tantrum over the same thing from yesterday that you learned how to do yourself. But you know why you can't figure it out? Because you won't brush your teeth. I'm telling you. That resistance. You're resisting. What did I tell you? You just made that difficult for no reason. Oh, mama might know something, huh? I'm not just here to cook your breakfast and clean your room and serve you, King Louis. Yeah. It's the Alpha and Omega, nigga. Welcome home. Ooh, that boy be having me gone. I second guess myself as much as I can when I'm in the karmic energy, because I want to make sure that I'm really doing what I'm supposed to and that he's not really going through any issue. But my son is just like me. He's stubborn and he can be manipulative. I use my tantrums very skillfully when I was growing up and even into adulthood. Okay. I use them very skillfully to get my way, and it worked for a very long time until I met straight up narcissists who yeah, they was like, what feelings? You got feelings? You feel some type of way? What do you mean emotions? I was like, what? These emotions ain't moving you? Don't you see what I'm feeling? They like, what? I don't resonate. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? So that's how I got cured of my tantrums, because they don't work. They don't work. And it did take fucking narcissists to change my life in that way. They don't get it. They be like, what? Emotions. So a lot of you have absorbed those skills. That is part of, actually, that's why monitoring spirits and gatekeepers, they pretty much use the same tools, but it's their intention and how they're using these tools. Spying on you, trying to keep you, control you. It depends on if they're working for the light or the dark. Their intention is pure, or if their intention is selfish and ill intent. Okay, they're trying to keep you from doing something. They're trying to steal something from you. They're trying to make your life a living hell, or they are trying to protect you, uplift you, keep the lights on, and guide you. Okay, so you, though, this is about your inner room, that off the grid energy that I was talking about with the hermit. So there are a lot of things that you're going to be able to, this is what I was getting. You could have been attracting a whole lot of gatekeepers, monitoring spirits. You went through a certain cycle where you were stepping on so many new ideas and new things that you were alerting a lot of spiritual authorities. Okay. And they were all kind of coming toward you to gatekeep you, or to keep this information hidden, or to keep you from seeing or believing, to getting out of a certain cycle. You could have been breaking karmic contracts, but the enlightenment is what got you out of it. Yes. Yes? Yeah. Okay, here I come. But you're going to be able to do that same work from the safety of your office, is what I'm getting, that underground energy. So give me 1 second. Okay, so let's look. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards. What is finding direction? What's this 3 of Wands? How does this relate? Okay, so your defense mechanism, you are protected. You are being protected. You're still standing your ground. Ooh, so you know, okay. There are some people who have escaped their karma, or they found a way to, they're still attacking you, or they're still trying to. I think this is the space where they actually are creating more of a karmic debt. The time period that everybody is really going through their karmic energy, likely that's not what they do in that energy, depending on, the gravity of it, is not really an issue. They're learning. Everybody's learning. Everybody's learning. Everybody's trying to make it. Everybody's trying to survive. But at this point, their eyes have been opened, so they're making a clear and conscious decision to usurp. I keep hearing that. Usurp your authority, uprise against you, deliberately step out of their space and step onto your space. So now they owe you. These are grievances against your spirit and your soul. So for some of you, you're still standing tall and standing on business, but you have to. You have to, because even though the karmic games are pretty much over, you still have people who are deliberate about breaking down your boundaries, about stopping you, blocking you, hindering you. These individuals are red flag too. Okay, so it's telling you to take heed. The warning signs are cautioning you. If these are individuals who are trying to come towards you, or they want you to, they're trying to break down your wall or your barrier, your boundaries, so they can get into your energy or gain access to you, their access has been blocked because they didn't learn a goddamn thing in that karmic energy. They didn't change a motherfucking thing. They're still on the same demon time that they were before. But they don't have any backing in this war. It's just them. So they owe you. They owe you. But they're going to have to transmute their energy to even gain access to you. And even if they do, if you decide to let this person into your life, or if you find yourself unaware and you're bumping up with this person, it says pay attention to the warning signs, take heed. This is a risky situation. This person, whoever this person is, they're likely a true narcissist, like a covert one. They know how to blend in, but their intention is warfare. And this is someone they typically will attack your root chakra. They're trying to unground you. They're trying to usurp your authority. I forgot to look that word up. Let me write it down, because I love when I get new words to throw around from spirit. And I need to look that one up, because they've been hitting lately, these words that I be telling y'all, like, I don't really say that word, but I'm telling you, it just gives a whole new meaning to whatever the reading was. But yeah, this is your root chakra, the red, and your solar. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, it could be your solar. Sacro-solar. It depends. Your growth. They could be attacking your ability to grow beyond them, or grow beyond the reality that you created with them originally, because you are moving forward. And if they don't move forward, then they will not go with you. And your sacral energy, of course, is your ability to create. That's also your sexual energy. That's life force. Okay, so those are death spells. Yeah. All right, so anyway, we're gonna leave that at that. You're standing tall, so just know that if you are still experiencing some attacks, it doesn't mean anything's going wrong. Take it at face value. Know what it is. Pay attention to the red flags, the warning signs. You will get warning signs. You will be able to see. Maintain your boundaries. If you're hard to reach, or if you feel guarded naturally towards somebody, there's a reason for that. Yeah, you're way too solid. You're way too solid mentally, emotionally, and physically for you to second guess your desire to be guarded. It's a primal instinct. Your instincts are telling you. And that's because this person is moving in primal energy. They're primal only. They're satiated and motivated by root chakra, which is the basis of energy, the dirt, the lower vibrational energy. That's like the lowest of the low. With our root chakra, it's our roots into the ground. They're motivated and moved and satiated by that energy, or sexual energy, or in being able to create spiritual warfare and usurp their authority in someone else's energy, which would be your solar plexus. So don't second guess who the fuck you are and what the fuck you know. What's the Five of Swords in reverse? Chained. See, they're still chained to the warfare energy because they did not learn a goddamn thing. They didn't learn anything. What just came to me is all of the movies where at some point they shake hands and they just give it up. Like Thanksgiving, I'm just hearing that. The attacks, and it was really a bloodshed and a warfare and all of that, but they did come to some kind of peaceable or amiable ending, and the lesson from that is what sets you free from the karmic chains. But continuing to try to instigate or aggravate a situation or dominate a situation that you do not have control of, that is where you are initiating these chains in your life. This is where they are initiating these chains in their life. So people may feel chained or tied to you, not because they really want to. Oh, I want to do what you want me to do. I want to please you or be seen well by you. No, they have to. Because they're moving around in spiritual energy and they don't even know the fucking boundaries. They don't know the rules. They're doing things using tools. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing. A lot of them are tying themselves to certain entities. Codependency, unhealthy attachments, and weighed down. Yeah, they're trying to get out of these chains now, but they put themselves in it. What's Judgment in reverse? See, these people are naked. You see what you see, but Spirit has turned these people upside down, so you're able to see everything from a whole new perspective, and you still know what you know, but you don't care anymore because you're able to see how it doesn't truly affect your reality. You can give as much attention to it or as little as you want to. Yeah, and we have TikTok in reverse too. So this could be a subject or situations in your life that you thought you needed to hurry up and figure out how you felt about it, how you saw it, or you needed to get to the bottom of it by some kind of deadline. That is not the truth. You are the keeper of the timing. So that is essentially what's going on here. Is you may have someone attacking you because they want you to hurry up and figure out, like, are you going to set them free or are they going to stay on the leash? You know, do you still see them as a wild beast? Have they been negative towards you? Are you judging them harshly or not? Like, you're not confused. You just aren't bothered with this issue. This is not of high priority to you. So they're kind of like being pushed under the other paperwork. They're like, you know, they're going to have to wait. So, but they're mad because they're in chains. The chains that they put themselves in, not you. So if you feel like you had to hurry up or you need to rush or you got to hurry up and make this decision or you really need to look at this, that's just their energy that is trying to push you and trigger you. You dominate your reality. And things are going well for you, and they will continue to. So for a lot of you just have to give attention to the warning signs, detach as you need to on the subjects so that you can realign yourself to stay steady for these blessings that are coming in. This is the only energy that is standing between you with the Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in with the Wheel of Fortune. And it will come in, and it will come in secretly. With the Hermit, likely you will be the only one. And if you decide to tell others, that will be on you. You can shed that light for others, but this is coming towards you. It's for you. And this is probably why it's not going to be blasted out in the limelight, or it's going to be up to you to decide how you give this information or share this gift or whatever this is that's happening for you. It's because of what's going on still. They should not be. These are little secret camps and little small groups that have broken off of other groups and are choosing to initiate or continue. No, but we know it's over and they won, but no, they didn't win. Let's go at them again. Let's try it this way. Okay. So they're rogue, but their souls, they still owe them to devils. And literally in 4D, you are the devil. You are the boss of these lower vibrational energies, these karmics. So you've got karmics who are still running wild, or at least trying to. But they won't get away with that with you as long as you don't doubt yourself on what you know, which is why it's important that you realize that as above, so below. There is nothing to fear there. If you don't fear yourself and what you're going to do or who you're going to be, you have no reason to fear them. They have no more authority than you have decided that they have in your life. What you know is what you know. What you see is what you see. You can take things at face value. All right, so what's the Wheel of Fortune? Solar plexus. Yeah, this is definitely growth. You're jumping timelines, literally. And landing on your feet for some of you. Whew, nice. Wheel of Fortune with the snack card. This is having your cake and eating it too. These are things that you have been pretty much damn near obsessed over. Like gaga for. I don't know, you're a groupie for it. You're a dork with it. These are things that you deeply desire, the things that satiate you. For some of you, this has to do with a person. They're just it for you. They're the walking bag. They're the gold cup. Okay, this is like winning. Attraction, physical attraction, and sex appeal. With the Wheel of Fortune, very nice. So this points to, this is fixed energy. This points to somebody who's going to be very fixated on you, giving you a lot of energy and focus and time. This could mean that your lives are aligning, that you both have grown into this energy where you're ready to really live and be your fullest version of authenticity in this lifetime. Like, you're ready to get started on that timeline. This is beautiful energy. This is divine connections coming together, reunions, okay? Nice. What's the Hermit? Light bulb moment. Sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. Again, this is, whatever this is, for some of you, it's the connection or the blessings that you're headed to or are headed towards you. But you're going to receive the clarity of them, how this will play out for you, or you're going to receive it in solitude or quietness. It'll be handed to you. It'll happen for you in a way that you get to control the privacy of it. Nice. But this is definitely insight. This is a light that is coming on in your life. It is guiding you. It's guiding you in such a way that others will not know what this guidance is. So they won't know what's next. They won't know your next step. They won't know what your opportunity is. But why? Because you have people who are literally trying to work against this, attack this, usurp this, steal this, whatever the fuck this is. Okay. But yeah, the Wheel of Fortune does speak to you receiving some kind of destiny. Good fortune, destiny, turning points, decisive moments, lucky, serendipity, the cyclic nature of life, where the cycle, you own the cycle. It's moving in your favor. All right. Last but not least, let's just see what our angels have to say about this new energy that we got on the table. Yes, sir. Yes. Okay, I don't want to get up until I'm done, because the only thing I want to hear from you is that you brush your teeth and you're ready for your whole day to get started. Yeah? All right, good job. As soon as you're done, I'll do everything I said I would, okay? All right. All right, let's look at the angels. What's going on here with the angels? Yes. There's a big fat yes coming into your life. For some of you, this has to do with applications, things that you've asked for, jobs, okay, a person, a situation, something that you desire to do or that you were hoping or wishing or trying to manifest into your life. The answer is yes. Your spirit guides want you to know this. Others of you, you may have a karmic energy that wants access to you or wants to come towards you. It's not a no, but it is a not at this time. I found that funny because of the chain. It's like somebody wants you to make up your mind. Someone wants this answer and they want it right now, and they want to put you on a deadline, like you have no choice. You have to do it right now. There's no other way. But spirit is telling you, oh no, this is not the right time. You don't need to make up your mind yet. They haven't given you anything new to look at. There's like, you don't need to revamp this. You don't need to go here. You don't need to deal with this. They're lying to you. Period. Look at it, spirit, your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors. Hands up. Talk to the hand. Not at this time. Do you see what the fuck they're aligning with? Do you see how their life is playing out? You think they have room for your doubt or your petty grievances and warfare? You think they want to deal with your bullshit when they are the shit? Not right now. This is not the right time for what the fuck you're trying to align them with. That's not their destiny. That's not their life. That's not what they were meant to do. That's not how they were meant to be treated. How dare you? Step back. Yeah, you got security. Get the fuck back. You're going to have to wait. Take a number. All right. So again, confirmation. Everything is a confirmation. I love these readings. I love the energy. I just love it. I just love it. I can always feel it when it's new energy, when it's a breakthrough. And the energies never fail. The cards never fail. The energy I already know is good, but the cards never fail me to just expound on the energy. So you have Wheel of Fortune in the near future, Wheel of Fortune. Also, what is significant? Two souls coming together as one. So for some of you, it's you. These are things that you're manifesting. They're like tangible things or opportunities. Then this is you in alignment. This is your feminine and masculine energy being in harmony. This is what's about to happen for you. And that is going to lead you to these goals and these epiphanies and the energy of what it is that you've been desiring or wanting to feast on. Okay, for others of you, this is literally you and your boo. You are aligning. Energetically, you are entering the same space. And you are in union in a way that people cannot see with the Hermit energy. It is private and it is protected, and you will receive clarity about what's next. So you will receive this guidance where it will seem like you have no guidance, but you do. It's just that it's only for you. And it is going to lead you to that cake that you want to eat. Okay? Period. Cake, 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 cake. I love it. All right, y'all. That's the read. I'm going to leave it at that. My son is brushing his teeth, so that was my whole battle for the day. Literally. That was my whole battle for the day. Really. That's it. Once he brushes his teeth, I mean, everything opens up and everything is available and he's happy and he can do whatever he wants to do. And he can even tell me what to do on certain issues. Like, we're good. And life is easy. And it's a real Sunday up in this motherfucker. So I am happy. I am really happy. Because he having a ball back there. I can always tell by how he's brushing his teeth. How the day is going to be. So I'm giddy because this means that we're probably not just about to live the 4D experience. We about to go to 5D. We about to slap fives with ET. Period. Yes, he about to be my best friend again. I'm so sick. I'm like, I do not like fighting with my baby. I don't want to fight with you. We usually be on the same, like, you know, we work together. We be on the same page. I don't like this. But I did do it. I played my role. And now we can go home. Thank God. All right, you guys. That's what I have for you. That's your reading. That's your live. I'm in love with your souls. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. And don't forget to subscribe or hit the bell notification so you know when I come back live. Bye.